It's a beautiful morning in the neighborhood. Okay, Nix, go to the bathroom. And off he goes, racing through the neighborhood until he finds the perfect spot.
Welcome to Yoldai's Pet Corner.
Quick question before we start. Why do seals look like they're always late for something? Like, every photo is just, wait, hold on, I forgot my fish. But here's the thing. Beneath that clumsy, adorable exterior are some of the most efficient marine hunters on Earth. Sea lions, seals, and sea wolves. They live in brutal environments, raise their young in extreme conditions, and hunt with precision that rivals apex predators. And once you see how they really live, you'll never look at them the same way again. First, let's clear something up, because these animals get mixed up all the time. Sea lions, for instance, are often mistaken for their smoother-headed cousins. The easiest way to tell them apart is to look for ears. Sea lions have small but very noticeable external ear flaps, a feature that sets them apart in the pinniped family. Beyond their ears, their movement on land is a dead giveaway. Sea lions can rotate their large, powerful front flippers forward, allowing them to walk with a surprising amount of agility. This mobility is crucial for navigating the rocky coastlines and crowded rookeries where they breed and rest. True seals, on the other hand, lack those external ear flaps, having only small ear holes. On land, they are far less graceful. Their hind flippers are fixed backward, so they move with an inchworm-like motion, wriggling on their bellies. This method, while clumsy on shore, makes them incredibly streamlined and efficient in the water. And then there's the sea wolf, a name that conjures images of a marine canine. But sea wolves aren't wolves or even mammals at all. They're large, aggressive fish with powerful, crushing jaws and prominent teeth, earning their name from their ferocious appearance and how they hunt hard-shelled prey on the seafloor. Different animals, same oceans, very different strategies. Each is a master of its own domain, perfectly adapted to its unique niche. True seals take this acoustic and sensory world to another level. They rely on powerful underwater vocalizations, clicks, trills, and roars that can travel for miles, cutting through the darkness of the deep or the disorienting environment under polar ice. Sound is their long-range sensor, their social network, their beacon, and their warning system, essential for finding mates and defending territory. But communication isn't only about what they transmit, it's also about what they can receive. Harbor seals possess one of the most sensitive tools in the animal kingdom, their whiskers. These vibrissae are not just hairs. They are complex sensory organs, packed with nerve endings. They are so finely tuned they can detect the faintest vibrations, reading the hydrodynamic trails left by swimming fish like underwater fingerprints. This allows them to hunt with lethal accuracy in total darkness, tracking prey they cannot see, hear, or smell. It's a sixth sense that turns the water itself into an information highway. Above the water, where sound travels differently, body language speaks volumes. An arched back is a clear warning, a posture that says, "Stay back." An open-mouthed threat, often accompanied by a guttural hiss, signals escalating aggression. These are unambiguous messages in a world where physical conflict can be costly. But just as quickly, a subtle head tilt or a calm side-by-side swim can diffuse tension, preventing a conflict before it ever begins. It's a silent, constant negotiation for space, status, and safety within the colony. However, this intricate world of sound is fragile and under threat. The constant, low-frequency drone of human activity, from the massive engines of cargo ships and the piercing pings of sonar, to the relentless noise of coastal construction, creates a thick wall of acoustic smog. This noise pollution can mask their calls, effectively blinding their long-range senses. It disrupts their ability to hunt, navigate, find mates, and for mothers to locate their pups. Creating quieter coasts and designated slow zones for shipping isn't just a convenience for these animals, it's a critical step to ensure their ancient language, honed over millions of years, can still be heard above our din. Sea lions and seals are found across the globe, a testament to their incredible adaptability. From the equator to the polar ice caps, these marine mammals have conquered nearly every major oceanic environment on the planet. They live in the vast Pacific Ocean, the turbulent Atlantic Ocean, the frigid Arctic, and the remote Southern Ocean near Antarctica. Each location presents unique challenges and opportunities. Sea lions, being more social and needing solid ground to maneuver, prefer coastal regions. They gather on accessible beaches, rugged rocky shores, and isolated islands where they can haul out in large bustling groups called rookeries. These sites are crucial for resting, breeding, and raising their young. True seals, however, go further. Their bodies are built for a more aquatic life. Some species live almost entirely on drifting pack ice, while others venture deep offshore, becoming masters of the open ocean. And what about the mysterious sea wolves? They aren't mammals at all. These formidable fish inhabit the cold, murky waters of the North Atlantic, especially along rocky coastlines and deep reefs where their favorite food, shellfish, is plentiful. From frozen ice floes to sun-baked beaches, each of these animals is perfectly built to not just survive, but thrive in the extremes of their chosen home. Let's talk food. Sea lions are opportunistic hunters. They eat fish, squid, octopus. They'll chase prey in open water and adjust their diet depending on what's available. Seals are more specialized. Some hunt fish, others target crustaceans or deep-water prey. Now sea wolves, they're built like underwater tanks. They eat clams, mussels, sea urchins, crabs. Their jaws are strong enough to crush shells with ease. No finesse, just power. Sea lions are fast, agile, and social. They often hunt alone but can work in loose groups, herding fish into tighter schools before striking. Seals rely on stealth. They use sensitive whiskers to detect vibrations from prey, even in dark or murky water. Some seals can hold their breath for over an hour, diving hundreds of feet to hunt. Sea wolves don't chase, they ambush. They lurk near reefs, then use brute force to break through armored prey that other animals can't eat. Different environments, different tools, same goal. This is where things get serious, where the line between life and death is drawn in the sand. Sea lions give birth on land, gathering in massive, chaotic breeding colonies that can stretch for miles. In this overwhelming sea of bodies, mothers recognize their pups by sound, not sight, because thousands of babies all look the same. It's a vocal signature unique to each pair. The mothers must leave to hunt, sometimes for days at a time. Upon their return, they navigate the noisy crowd and find their single pup by voice alone. Seals face a different challenge, often giving birth on isolated ice floes or remote, windswept beaches. Here, the enemy isn't the crowd, but the clock. So far, we've seen where they live, what they eat, how they hunt, and how they raise their young in some of the harshest environments on Earth. But we haven't even touched the most surprising part yet, because in part 2, we're diving into intelligence, communication, social dominance, and why some of these animals are far more dangerous and smarter than they appear. Oh, hold on. Hey, I hear Nick's coming.
Hi, Dad. I love your stories. And if you at home enjoy them too, please, pretty please hit like and subscribe. It makes me so happy.
That's awesome, Nix. Thank you. Have a treat. Welcome back, folks. All right, let's jump right back in. Sea lions and seals aren't just athletic. They're highly intelligent. Sea lions can learn complex commands, remember patterns, solve problems, understand cause and effect. They've even been shown to keep a steady rhythm, something only a few animals can do. Seals, especially harbor and gray seals, have demonstrated advanced memory and sound recognition, even copying human speech-like sounds. These animals don't just react, they think. Communication is everything in the ocean. Sea lions use barks, growls, body posture, and head movements, all to establish dominance and avoid constant fighting. Body language montage, measured retreats, head movements, posture interactions within a haul-out, no fights. Mothers and pups develop unique vocal signatures, allowing them to find each other in massive, noisy colonies. Seals use underwater vocalizations that travel long distances, especially in murky or icy water. Sound is survival. Underwater sound travels fast and far. Sea lions and seals tune into low rumbles and sharp clicks, each suited to fog, surf, and ice noise. Harbor seals detect faint vibrations. Whiskers read pressure trails like fingerprints, tracking fish in murky water without seeing them. Body language speaks too. Arched backs, open-mouth threats, head tilts, and calm side-by-side swims to diffuse tension before fights start. Mothers call at specific pitches. Pups answer with signature voices. Think name tags in a crowd of thousands and crashing surf. Bubbles, splashes, and fin slaps add visual cues. In dim kelp forests, they combine sound and motion to coordinate movement. Human noise, ships, sonar, pile driving can mask calls. Quieter coasts and slow zones help them hear, hunt, and raise young. Sea lions live in highly structured social systems. In breeding season, dominant males hold small territories, guarding groups of females and patrolling edges. Rivals test boundaries, short charges, loud barks, and stare downs before real contact. These battles aren't just brute strength, they hinge on positioning, timing, and chest-up threat displays. Most challenges end with measured retreats, saving energy for true risks. Seals are less social, yet haul-outs still sort status. Closest rocks and best shade go to the dominant. Spacing, head lifts, and gentle shoves settle disputes around limited breeding and resting sites. Even so-called seawolves, wolffish, defend reef patches from rivals, staking claim to shelter and hunting lanes. In the ocean, space equals food, and food equals survival. Hold ground, and you hold the future of your pups. Lose it, and the current takes everything. Territorial males defend beach patches, shade, and access to water. Prime spots reduce overheating and keep rivals at a distance. Subadults use sneak tactics, slipping in when bulls fight, learning social rules before challenging for real territory. Short clashes save energy. Chest-up poses, parallel swims, and bluff charges decide most outcomes without dangerous bites. Some seals coordinate loosely when raiding schooling fish, spacing themselves to corral prey while avoiding costly collisions. Haul-out rhythms matter. Rest, thermoregulate, nurse, then return to sea. Rotations reduce stress and spread opportunities. When space tightens, etiquette tightens. Eye contact, postures, and measured retreats keep colonies functional through the season. For centuries, seals and sea lions were hunted for oil, fur, and meat. Today, conservation has helped many recover, but challenges remain. They face overfishing, climate change, habitat loss, and entanglement in fishing gear. Despite their adaptability, these animals depend on healthy oceans. When fish populations drop, everything feels it. Entanglement from nets and packing bans cuts circulation, restricts feeding, and causes infections, often fatal without intervention. Bycatch remains a risk. Smarter gear, pinger alarms, weak links, and exclusion devices helps animals dodge deadly loops. Marine protected areas boost fish stocks, which feeds predators and fishers alike. Reserves seed surrounding waters. Rehab centers remove entanglements, treat wounds, and release animals. Tagging data guides better policies on hotspots. Responsible tourism matters. Keep distance, leash dogs, avoid cliffs above rookeries, and never feed wildlife. Climate resilience comes from intact habitats, kelp forests, clean estuaries, and ice edges where pups learn to swim. Sea lions, seals, and even sea wolves are keystone species. They help regulate fish populations and maintain balance in marine ecosystems. Remove them, and entire food webs begin to unravel. They aren't just part of the ocean. They help shape it. As top predators, they shape prey behavior. Schools stay tighter, weak fish are removed, reefs stay balanced. They cycle nutrients. Hauling ashore concentrates ocean minerals on beaches and coastal soils, fueling plant growth. Remove them and you get trophic cascades. Urchins overgraze kelp, fish nurseries shrink, and storms hit bare coasts harder. They're indicators too. Declines can flag overfishing, disease, or pollution long before we feel it on our plates. Coexistence works. Sustainable quotas, Protected nurseries and clean gear keep fisheries productive and predators thriving. Protect predators, protect coasts. The ocean's web tightens, and communities that rely on it grow more secure. Before we wrap up, don't forget Safari Sunday. This Sunday we're stepping back in time to check out dire wolves. Massive predators that once roamed North America, hunting in packs, built for power rather than speed, and capable of taking down Ice Age mega-fauna like bison and young mammoths. They weren't just bigger wolves. They were a uniquely adapted Ice Age predator. On behalf of myself, my pups, and my dad, we thank you for watching.
Please remember to like
and subscribe. We get bones.
Christmas may be over, but you know what isn't? Cats and dogs still freezing, still hungry, still waiting. This winter, your local animal shelter needs help more than ever. Please donate today and help keep them warm, fed, and safe.